Hey there, SOBs, and welcome to the Stream of Blood. I am London Carlisle, your dungeon master for tonight, and we're back with some more Ravenloft action. We are in the domains of dread, these personal prisons of the Dark Lords of Ravenloft, and we have a great story for you tonight, a great game for you tonight, and I am just so excited to get started. Of course, this is Taste of Blood, where we play different games with a rotating cast of game masters and cast, and I'm very lucky to be in the pilot's seat tonight. So thank you everybody in the chat who's here, and thank you to Clinton's backstage, and thank you to these wonderful players who we are playing with tonight. So without further ado, let's get into the spooky times. Let's travel back to Lemuria for this second episode of the Isles of Agony. But let's have everybody in first. So the first person I'd like to introduce is someone who is a wonderful role player, a creative producer of the Initiative Order, cast member of the Bree, please come in and remind me of your Neverland show, Second Star to the Right.
Yes, that's correct.
Second Star to the Right.
Yeah, Second Star show here on Twitch.
Yes. This is Bree Flame. Hi. How's you doing, Bree?
I am doing great, London. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm doing very good. When we last met your character, they were a literal light in the world of Lemuria. So is there anything else you'd like to tell us about your character before we get started?
Well, Pyre is just here to have a good time. She's not certain how long of a time it's going to be after last week, but I'm very excited, as is Pyre, to be doing whatever it is we're doing now.
Nice. And if you're just joining us, please tell us who Pyre is, your race and class as well.
So Pyre, if the name is not already somewhat indicative, is a fire ganassi. She is a cleric, specifically grave domain. Grave domain. That took me a minute.
Nice. So welcome to the party. Next up, we have a wonderful host, actress, and streamer. We have the wonderful, the irreplaceable, the impeccable Kelly Nugent.
Wow. High
What's
praise.
up?
Thank you so much.
The highest of praise, of course.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited for tonight, you guys. It's going to be so fun.
Yeah, me too. We had a great time last time. We found out some great stuff about your character, some great backstory. They're a member of an organization, right? Or a previous member.
You know, it's an organization that's always looking for new members. Well, not all new members. They're open. They're open to new people coming. Some might call it a cult, but that's, rude and frankly generalizing. But yeah, I'm playing Opaline Quinn. She's a protector Asmar, and she is a cleric. And okay, wait. So if Pyre's death, right? Okay,
She's
great.
Grave.
Oh no, she's grave. Okay, so then I remember that one of us was one and one was the other. Death, specifically death. And she's also here for a good time and just to blend in and learn while she's on her walkabout away from the cult.
Yeah. You can never have too many clerics in Ravenloft. So thank you for both being here. Last but definitely not least, we have someone you know from the Spot Hidden show, plays some great roles over there. Also a great writer and actor himself as well. We have Matthew Stevenson.
Okay. I've been fist pumping for like the last back.
Yeah, it's good to have you.
All right. Yeah, that's all I had to leave.
Just that you're back.
Yeah.
He wasn't sure if that would happen or not.
All the thought went into the fist pumping, and that's where it ends. So anyway,
so your character Thormald, right?
Yes.
Half dwarf, half human, all stitched together in Frankenstein fashion.
Bingo! Frankenstein dwarf is Thormald here, and he is a grand artificer. Grand is purely just a word that I just picked as I was saying it. He is not like of highest esteem. He's a dwarf artificer, and he's smart, but he's also very stubborn. He's kind of mean. He's a cool guy. That's all I got.
Well, that is not all you have, because we have some wonderful artwork by Will Podorf, who
Yes.
did artwork of each of these 3-player characters. So if we could just cycle through those, we'd like to show all of those to you. Now, first up, we have Opaline.
Oh my god, I love
Yeah.
her. Oh my god, thank you so much, Will.
Amazing.
Fire.
Yes. Oh, my little fire child.
Hey there. Yeah. Woo.
And Formal.
See it.
I love that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Will, for the artwork. I see you in the chat there. It's awesome as always, and will
I
be
love
some
Will's work.
great visual aids to our adventure for tonight.
Good stuff.
So please, if you will, join me through the mists as we travel to the domain of dread, Lamordia. When we last left off, we saw these 3 heroes clinging to the next adventure. They were in Ludendorff, summoned to the great university by Victra Mordenheim, Doctor and Dark Lord. Now, this wasn't exactly an academic trip as they once thought. There was something Mordenheim wanted, some sort of artifact that a monster of some sort had stolen. While at the university, they were attacked by this one-eyed creature, this Nothic of sorts, that uttered one name, Elise. Elise. Who is Elise? They followed the remnants of this monster with its mouthers that left the campus. They followed these through the wilderness to the edge of the water of the Sea of Secrets. And beyond the horizon, they could see the Isles of Agony, a possible destination where these monsters escape to. Is Elise there as well? Well, as the weather chills their bones, as the snow falls from the sky, somewhere turning into rain, making its way down to the ground and mixing in with the mud of Ludendorff, the fog and the smog intermingle and mix within the lungs of these 3. They know they have a mission, something that could change their lives forever. But as they stand on that shore looking out at the Isles of Agony, I must ask, what would you like to do?
Well, it seems we're all caught off guard. So, I tend to do this a lot, Keeper, so we are looking out at the Isles, and between us and the Isles is a body of water. That is our main challenger, correct?
Indeed, yes. So there's this big sea. It's called the Sea of Secrets. It's this sort of frozen, half-frozen, just body of water that stretches out for, as long as you can see, really. And behind you are those twisting woods. Walking through those will take you back to Ludendorff, to the whalers, to the big corporations, to the people trying to buy your flesh rights after your death. Some of you, you're already past that point.
Right. Well, way I see it, we can stand here and build a boat. I have the knowledge if you both offer the help. Otherwise, we go and find ourselves a bit of a taxi ride, so to speak. I don't know if that exists in this world, but now it does.
Build, like, from scratch? Build a boat.
Correct. There are trees around here, I presume. Keeper, is that accurate? Are there trees?
Yeah, there are trees
Yeah,
behind us.
Mo, you're for sure. So there's a number of trees behind you. Yeah, you can see like they twist up, almost like fingers that are stretching towards the sky. Not leaves or anything on them, but just like dark wood behind you.
And so we were like following those footsteps and the dragging, right? And does that stop? Like, does that where it keeps going?
Give me an investigation check, please, Opaline.
Oh my god. 16. 22 plus 6.
Ooh.
Gotcha. Okay, so as Opaline is looking here, the spectacles on her face really bring into focus that those drag marks, those tracks, lead to this bigger indentation there on the shore. And with that, I would say you could assume it was some sort of small makeshift raft that these mouthers must have crawled onto and sailed back across the Sea of Secrets.
Okay. Opaline, I want to like walk over to the water's edge and like feel the water, like put my hand in the water, see if what it feels like.
Oh, it's cold.
Okay.
It's so cold that you leave it in there a couple more seconds, like there might be some damage done. That's how cold it is.
Okay. Whew. Well, we can't swim.
Well, I have yet to try with my new additions.
I think she's meaning probably the cold.
It's
might
cold.
kill you.
Right.
Yeah. I don't doubt that you can physically swim.
Right.
Although I don't know, maybe that's not usual out here.
By all means, Thormald can swim. Anyway.
Are you okay?
Yes, fine.
You just seem really upset.
Oh, no.
Okay.
How far back to town?
What?
No, I'm just asking out of curiosity.
Just to know?
We
Are
could
you running away?
We could ask someone for help. That is what I am implying.
Well, I mean, Keeper, how long did it take us to get this far?
Yeah, I'd probably say you're about really like 10 minutes outside of town. It's not that far. You're still technically in Ludendorff, but
Okay.
They're watching just three of these people just stand on the just.
It's not far at all.
Okay.
Pyre's gonna start walking around because it occurred to her she didn't actually look for any type of boat anywhere. She assumed she would have seen one, but maybe if there's like some that have been like pressed into the sand and somewhat hidden, obstructed in any way.
Okay, I'll say no roll required. But there's no sort of boats in your near vicinity. The closest boat that you would see are sort of coming around from they're out in the water already, and they're those big sort of whaling ships that go out and bring back these ginormous creatures to fuel the town, to feed the people, to keep them warm. So those are out there in the ocean, but that's all you see near you.
Well, I mean, Thormal, would you want to go back to town?
I'm sure someone surely offers trips. Offers
Or
ferries.
we could build a boat. I don't want to shoot down that idea. If you want to build the boat, we could build the boat.
I am capable. I am.
What do you need for the boat?
Just as much as I could swim. Wood.
Oh, okay. Well,
Other
there's
material.
these things to probably need something like nails, right? You just carry those? I don't.
Could you maybe make like joists that go into each other?
Aye.
Oh, that's smart.
So you could. Okay. Well. We got these trees.
I have these tools. Keeper, this is. I have to ask what we would be looking at in terms of roles to build a boat. I'm trying to process what I'd ask for, or what you'd ask for, and I cannot.
Okay, I'll tell you, Thormald has the tools. You do have a carpenter's kit, with you.
Sure does.
So you do have your things that you'd be able to do this. But
how many hours is this going to take us?
That's like a half of a day's just work.
That we walk 10 minutes to town.
Yeah.
And
grab like a bagel and then find something and just take us. And then
the choice is yours. You can build a boat. You can head back to town. It's up to you. But if you would like to look for wood, I do have something that I could ask you for. It's up to you.
Let it be known, I am plenty capable. However, it would make sense to ask someone in town.
But let it be known that we all know that you can build a boat and can swim.
Precisely, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you, Opally. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I can swim.
So what, should we go to town?
Town. Back to town. Yes. Right.
Okay, that makes sense. Pyre's just gonna try while they're walking back to keep very close eyes to like the footprints that they're leaving, so they don't get lost on the way back.
Okay, cool. Yeah, give me a survival roll, Pyre.
Awesome.
I might double up on that or back that up.
Yeah. So roll with advantage as Thormald is also using his new eye that he has sort of stitched on there, looking around, even independently of the other one.
So with advantage, it's a 15.
15. Okay.
Nice.
You make your way through this wilderness right on the outskirts of town. Soon, that wilderness fades away into the industrial life that you all know. Some newer than others, some older than others, but it's life you know here in Ludendorff. The air is thick. The streets are bustling with people making deals, people trying to feed their families, people starving, all intermingle with each other. As you're here, you have sort of like a straight shot to your right as you come out of this wilderness. It leads all the way down to the docks, where these big whaling vessels with their large gears and steam they spit out, they pull in here for rest. And you see that.
Oof.
Fascinating.
It's a lot of really big boats. I don't think we need anything quite that big, nor do I think that we could get something like that. But I mean, I'm sure you could Thormald, but
Thormald, you could.
Right. Thank you. Yes, I 100%. However, I believe we shall ask our friends in the area. New friends.
Yes, and perhaps we can hitch a ride on one of these big boats, maybe, and interact with the people on board. Learn more about different types.
interesting.
Anyway, Keeper, does Thormald see maybe any sort of sailor, any sort of individual who looks like they might know?
Yeah. So this is pretty much the biggest city of all of Lamortia. So there's people all around. You would see some people sort of working on the docks. The closest person to you is probably say like a guy in his 30s. I would say he has sort of like this chin strap of dark hair with sort of tinges, the few starting tinges of white in there. He wears this sweater with a big coat that's over it and sort of like a toboggan. And he's dragging some supplies up to the ship. And this is someone whose eyes that you would meet briefly as he keeps going.
I'm sorry, as a player, I'm picturing like Law and Order, the person they like stopped to question about. Anyway, like
he's not going to stop lugging that thing while he talks to us. He's busy.
Okay. Ahoy, friend. May I ask you a question?
Hi. Hey, go ahead. Yes, very busy here.
My friends and I, we require transportation over the water.
Transportation.
Right.
That's what you seek. This is a vessel that transports things, not people.
Right. Is there a people transportation vessel?
Not around these parts, but for the right price, I might be able to see what we can do.
Ah, right. For the right price.
Yes, if you're comfortable with this sitting between the barrels, we have a couple of barrels here. This barrel is full of beans.
Oh, that's fine. I can look like a barrel, no problem. Very comfortable.
So what kind of coinage are we talking here?
Right.
What do you got?
Yes, right. Give us one moment. Give us one moment.
We have to talk privately.
Yes. 1 moment, friend. Okay. What are we working with? All three of us.
Not a lot from me.
I
I'm going to be honest with you. Pyre, do you have hopefully you have a lot of money.
I am a disappointment in this category.
you believe he would take a potion of healing.
Oh.
It's a great
Bartering. Okay.
I mean, like that makes sense.
trade.
Aren't those pretty expensive?
Oh, it seems so. Thormald never needs them. But
Or 10 gold would do.
Oh.
I believe he would.
Okay, actually,
probably
wait. I
take
think
10
maybe
gold.
we could make 10 gold work. Oh,
Yes, of course.
between the three of us, maybe?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, let me see here.
It's a hardworking friend. Yes. I'm also, as a player, I've been looking for how much gold I have.
And I can't find mine. I don't know where it is.
I think that during my character creation process, I forgot about gold because.
Yeah, I thought I had like 5, but I actually think I have nothing.
Yes.
We literally don't have any money between the three of us.
It took everything to get to that
Yeah.
meeting.
Okay. So
Oh dear.
In this case, he sort of keeps coming over. This private meeting is taking quite a while.
Right.
yeah.
Uh,
Would you take a candle?
Candle.
Those are nice.
That offers quite a bit of light.
Candle, just any ordinary candle.
Well,
No.
the funny part about this one, friend, is it comes with a flag. This is an ancient ship's flag. I've been carrying it around for some time. Well, it actually survived, the Great War of the Bering Sea. That exists in this universe.
Never heard of it. What were you saying about this candle?
Well, okay. Something that every person that uses ships knows is that there are spirits attached to ships. And anything bad that happens on a ship, you can trace it back to an unruly spirit, and you might not want that. It will cleanse whatever evil might be
On the ship.
on the ship.
Hey.
Because this candle was blessed by
In the Isles of Agony, yes.
in the Isles of Agony.
Are familiar with evil spirits on ships. Aye.
Is that where you're going? The Isles?
Well,
Yes.
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 Persuade roll, Opaline, please.
Jeez. It's not good that it's resting on me, but 19. Wow. Didn't expect that. Did not expect.
I've never been one that believes in these spirits and such. But I indeed have seen evil things there.
Aye.
I'll take you. I'll take you there.
Good man.
You will surely be blessed this day.
Right.
I must talk to you about all of this is on the journey. But come on, grab a barrel as he gestures to the barrels of beans that are there. Before ushering you up onto the ship as well.
Perfect. That was really good thinking, Opaline. And Pyre's gonna take one of the barrels. Start walking up. I'm
gonna roll one of them. Thank you. I kept trying to start a community theater at my cult, but no one wanted to join.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
believe
it's like
Oh,
it
that
takes a
tied
certain
with-
kind of person. Oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Thermal. I'm so rude. I keep interrupting you.
What did you
Oh,
say,
no,
Thormold?
no. I just how is that because of your acting skills back there? Oh, never mind.
They were
Everyone got it.
intimidated. By
Thank
it.
you.
You're welcome.
Thank
That's
you.
what I did.
The top of this ship is sort of slippery from where the ice is sort of melted in places. It's sort of packed with all these barrels and people carrying things. They all give you these eyes as you board, as you sort of make your take your places on the ship. Again, the wind whistles and almost howls in your ears as you take off towards the Isles of Agony. This man who sort of gave you the passage, he sort of waddles up to Opaline. You said blessing back there.
Yes, I did. Do you want me to perform it now?
No, just
Okay.
I've
Whew.
gods.
Yeah.
You don't meet too many people that believe in gods.
So you're a believer.
I don't know, honestly.
Oh, okay. Well, I have some very interesting literature I can actually give to you. Just one second. And she wants to go through her pack and see if she can get I don't know if she has anything in here. She's gonna get out the candle and let's say wrapped around the candle is like a pamphlet
Okay.
for the cult.
Okay, cool.
It says cult of the, or no, it doesn't say cult. It says join the unmade. And then it has like a really detailed illustration of like a body burning.
Ooh. So as he's reading over this pamphlet, he takes a look up. Colt is scratched out. Like, nope. He's looking at it. He's like, and his eyes raise, and they shift back and forth between this undead man, dwarven human, cannon on his shoulder, and this sort of living flame that he's talking to there. Pyre. Her hair is this ember that burns and whips in the wind. What are Thormald and Pyre doing here on the ship?
Thormald's a little bit he hasn't gotten his sea legs recently, especially since he hasn't really been on a ship since waking up, we'll call it. He's struggling over at the side of the ship there.
If Pyre were to see that, because initially she probably would have just been like going up to anyone she saw and just asking a bunch of random questions about the boat and the items on the boat and the people on the boat. But seeing Thormald not feeling well, she would go over there to him and just kind of like pat him on the back.
No, I'm okay.
There.
No.
Well, you're puking. I don't think that's okay.
No, I too much mead.
Too much meat. When did you have mead?
Sometime.
Were you hiding meat from us and you didn't even offer to share mead? I love mead.
Really, you do?
Yeah. Yeah, I love mead.
It's good to know.
Yeah, for
Drinking
future
buddies.
reference. Unless you don't hog all the meat. You're looking really pale. Are you sure you're no, he's not okay. Okay. And she's just gonna kind of stand there and try to like steady him, pat him on the back.
Ooh. We're good.
You don't have your sea legs yet.
No, just
that was a really tasteless joke. I'm sorry.
Wow. That's all. That's all right. Just Thorwald knows how to have a good time. That was all it was. Big party before our meeting at the laboratory.
Oh, okay.
Catching up to me. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
interesting. That's impressive. You were able to like fight without an issue. I couldn't tell you were drunk at all.
Aye. We're good. How's Opaline doing?
Opaline, and kind of glancing back over towards Opaline.
And the guy's reading the pamphlet there in front of her, and he is lost in it. You see his eyes don't leave the page. But if they do, they sort of flicker up to this flickering flame that's standing across the way there. Pyre. But then back down. But Opaline's there, can do whatever she pleases.
Okay, well, let me know if you decide to join, because I think that brings me up a level if I bring someone in. So, and I could really use all the help I could get with the forward mobility, because it seems like I'm really stuck. So just let me know. Yeah, I'm gonna walk around and just familiarize myself with this boat.
Yeah. I'm sorry. This is a lot to take in.
Yes.
It won't be long until we're at Hope's Heart, and then we'll dock and let you all off. But this is everything.
It is. Well, end in flames. I'm going to go check in with my compatriots. It looks like Thormold's looking pretty worse for wear.
I'm okay.
He can build boats.
Did you tell him I can build boats, Opaline? Fantastic. We're good. Something else being undead, I'll tell you, Paya. No, nothing. Opaline, how are you?
Oh, I'm excellent. Oh, when you just get through to someone, it feels... I've got a spring in my step, let me tell you. So what's the plan, you guys? What are we going to do?
Really caught his attention. Impressive.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to run into somebody at the emotional nadir of their life, and that will really help you get through to them.
Do you know where we are going?
The Isles of Agony, right? Isn't that what we planned?
Are there sections in the Isles of Agony?
Sections?
Well, are we going to a specific place?
Everyone can make history rolls if they would like to.
Sure.
Please.
There's many isles in the Isles of Agony, and they're all just some agonizing adjective.
I rolled a 9.
Okay.
Ooh, dirty 20.
Oh, 10. There you go.
Okay, cool. So Thormold and Opaline, they are more sort of accustomed to the inner workings of Ludendorff and sort of mainland Lamortia. Pyre, you would know that Hope's Heart is a small community there on sort of the Isles of Agony, which is more of like the Isle of Agony, but it's this community that's sort of ramshackle, it's this gathering of people that live here and struggle to survive here. How do you know about this small community nestled in the middle of nowhere?
Oh my gosh. That is an excellent question. I would say that
Brochure.
Oh, what was that?
Brochure.
It says die at the Isles of Agony and die.
Oh my god, brochure. I had no idea what you were saying, man. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I say brochure.
Pamphlet, yeah.
A little travel poster, like old art styles.
I'll shut up.
But for real, I think that Pyre probably like going and asking the most random mundane questions gives you like those tiniest bits of random information that aren't even relevant to what you're looking at the time, but probably a question that inadvertently led to that outcome at some point in her travels. Like, isn't that funny? So there's this place in the Isle of Agony or the Isles of Agony. I can never remember if it's plural or singular, but anyways, it's called Hope's Heart. Isn't that kind of ironic?
That sounds really pretty. Oh, it must be nice.
Actually, I think they're all struggling pretty badly from what I've
Okay.
heard. So yeah,
Oh.
that's why the Hope's Heart. I'm like, oh, well, that's nice. Maybe not. I guess it depends on your description of nice, what you compare it to. But I don't know. I feel like I heard that somewhere.
Wow. You're very resourceful. So what we go there and then try and ask around? We insinuate ourselves with the locals?
Perhaps
We could.
Elise is in town.
Oh, that's true. I mean, and that monster is pretty big. I feel like that would be quite a sight, you know. People might recognize or remember if they saw a big shambling monster dragging stuff. So
May. Oh.
Hey, you
You know.
saying that you ask questions all the
Mhm.
time. Well, have we asked anyone around here if they've heard about Elise?
no, I actually haven't asked about Elise. I mean, I asked about this guy. I thought his name was Gary or something, but apparently I was wrong about that. So yeah,
Gary.
I can go ask around on the boat and see if anyone knows an Elise.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
What?
Is that a good idea? Elise seems dangerous.
Oh, that's a good point.
So we might be showing our hand.
Hmm. Except, Opaline, do you really feel like you got to that sailor?
Look, I connected with this person on a spiritual level. I feel like and I say this in the nicest way, I feel like he's very compliant right now. And I think I could, maybe frame it in, welcome to the cult of the unmade type of thing.
Hey. Weird. But it might be our only shot. So, I invite you to use your prowess in conversation, Opaline, that you seem to have acquired in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I think specifically just with him. I think most other people find me unpleasant.
No, Pyatt. No.
What? No.
Ire, do you think
No.
I'm unpleasant?
I don't think you're unpleasant at all. I probably would have said if I thought you were unpleasant.
Right. Yeah.
Thank
Same
you.
here.
Welcome.
Yes. So let's see it.
We'll be cheering you on.
Yes.
Like over here, like a little woo. See, do it, Thorwald. Woo.
And you do it now.
You can. I believe in you, Opaline.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Woo.
Yay. See?
No, not too hard. Okay. I'm going to try and see, where did he go? Is he around still, this guy?
Yeah. So he's definitely still around there. And now
Okay.
he is just sort of looking at the pamphlet, and he's staring off into the distance now, just looking off into the sky.
Okay. I'm going to sidle up next to him and kind of pretend to be looking at what he's looking at and just be like, yeah.
Sorry, I got lost in thought there.
Oh, I remember when I first heard about destroying bodies, and I couldn't think about anything else,
Yeah. Yes. This is a lot to process, and I would love to discuss this further in the future.
Really quick, because I just want to vet you to make sure you're okay to join.
Yeah.
So I just have to ask you like some questions. We're going to play a word association, okay? I'm going to say a bunch of words and then you just respond with what you immediately feel, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Mhm.
Boat.
Fails.
Water.
Fails.
Okay. Fire.
Buddies.
Elise.
Mm, name.
Okay, I guess you're in.
Thank you.
Do you think she got it, Pyre?
I'm gonna turn around to Pyre and Thormold.
Oh, I don't think so.
Meanwhile, the ship just makes its way ever closer, breaking through the ice. It cracks like bones as you make your way towards the Isles of Agony. Now, on this trip, it takes quite a while. I'll give you the benefits of a long rest on your journey here.
I like the sound of that.
Thank you.
Indeed, indeed. The snow falls very thickly along this coast as you pull up to it. The coast is dark at this point in time. You don't see any movement in front of you, though you know that this is an inhabited island, Hope's Heart, as Pyre mentioned earlier. But the waves lap against the boat for a moment, and that's the only sound you can hear. That's the last peaceful moment you have before you land. After unboarding and making your way onto that shore, the boat doesn't want to stay here for too long. Now, you might be able to find passage on your way back to Ludendorff, but now this journey is your own, as this passageway makes its way deeper into the Isles of Agony, straight towards Hope's Heart, which is sort of like etched in this wooden sign that points, sort of north from where you all are. What would you like to do?
I'll go ahead and record just for the sake of, as a player. Thormold will re-up his current Eldritch Cannon or just replace another one if we want to go that route. Right. Well, let me be the first to say it. Welcome to the Isles of Agony. I've never been here before.
Well, I guess we have to welcome you too. So welcome to the Isles of Agony.
Welcome to the Isles of Agony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're a great welcoming party.
Pyre, is this what you thought it would be?
It is, yeah, it kind of looks like it, actually. Kind of just ominous and somewhat bleak and agonizing. Whoever did the naming around here just really, really went with it. Just like full speed ahead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Forward.
Sure.
Yeah.
So what's the plan? Look for footprints? Do investigating? What are we going to do?
Well,
Footprints.
footprints maybe?
I don't believe we have much luck in town.
Oh, yeah. Probably a million of them. I'm just not used to that many people.
Mm.
Well, if all three of us like went into the town and tried to ask around. I mean, I don't know, Blaine. I thought you were doing just fine.
Oh,
in
thanks.
this conversation. And
Brilliant
Thormold
idea,
talking
by the way.
more. So
Yes. Thormold will take the tavern. Best of luck, both of you. We'll meet back here in.
Oh, you don't want to hang out with us there?
We have work to do, Opaline. We have work to do.
well, right? Well, and then you're gonna go drink mead without us again, aren't you?
No. I am asking around. We are asking the locals for help in our mission. We have a duty.
I just don't want you to feel like you can't drink mead in front of me just because I don't like mead.
You don't like mead, Opaline.
I don't drink alcohol.
Oh, right. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Got a bit lightheaded there. No, we can all visit the tavern if that's what we'd prefer.
Well,
Pyre, did you notice earlier when Thormold was talking to the guy that led us on the ship, he called us his friends?
Oh, he did. I didn't even notice that.
I was eavesdropping heavily, and he said friends.
Thormod, we're friends.
He's already going. He's trying to find the tavern.
Thormod.
He's going around. Nope.
Thormald.
Cool, so you're just walking off down
He
the
can't hear
path.
anything. He is just going. He's looking for a tavern. Is
Okay,
there
cool.
a city
I'm in the
or town?
Maybe further off, but you're just sort of storming off away from their conversation.
Not storming, but he has started walking. Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no problem. So give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh.
Okay, we're good. 19. 18 plus 1.
Okay, cool. So what happens is, as soon as you're walking off, you're trying to block out the sound of them in their sort of, oh, we're friends now. No. What you do here instead, breaking over that, is this sort of cracking. Soon that cracking turns into a snap, as this heavy branch just collapses under the weight of all the snow that plummets to the ground. Your human legs might have been the only thing that saved you, as they have enough length to sort of bound out of the way at the last minute as this douche lands directly in front of you. And the sound of it hitting the ground echoes on throughout.
Whew. Okay. Well, what are we waiting for?
Are you okay?
All good.
That was really close.
We're worried about you as your friends.
No. No need. No need. As you can clearly see, I can handle myself.
Opaline's gonna look up at above us to see if she can see why this branch fell.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so just give me a nature roll.
Nature.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
7.
What do we think?
Okay.
About this? I could ritual detect magic. I've never done that before.
Ooh.
Take 10 minutes out of our day and detect some magic.
You're just trying to run away from us, and now you're gonna sit here and
He
do
almost
something.
died by a
How you gonna
branch.
sit here? As Opaline is investigating this, looking up, you're just like, okay, it's snowing and it's windy. Maybe the wind just blew the branch off the tree.
It does make no sense.
Perhaps.
That's fair.
Perhaps. The wind.
Seems like it was the wind.
Oh. Yeah. That makes sense. Just, I guess, keep an eye out moving forward.
Yes. You're lollygagging.
You push your way through this wilderness, making your way to the heart of it. And very soon, the sign that identifies the town, it's battered. It's barely hanging on. In fact, it's hanging on by the single rusted chain. Now, it says Hope's Heart, but the hope in Hope's Heart has mostly been sort of crossed out or scratched out, much like Colt being scratched out on a pamphlet. Soon, you see people going about their nights, but as you approach the town, this beacon of flame, this shambling dwarf, this curious cultist, they all give you these stares. The children, they carry firewood, no dolls, no toys, but these heavy pieces of firewood as their childhoods are spent working. But they all give you a lot of space. No one comes close. In town here, you do see a sign for a tavern. You see a couple of other places. You also see this building, and up top above the door, it simply says meat. Not mead, but meat is above there. Elsewhere, there is another sort of curious building off to the side. It's almost more like a small shack But what catches your eye is that it's just like lighting up, like almost like electricity and lightning almost sparking out of the place. It's almost like camera flashes going off inside of the building. What would you like to do?
Ooh.
Sorry. It's really getting in the camera flash. You said these flashes were coming from inside a building, Keeper?
Yeah, it's coming from inside of like a smaller building.
Could Thormald maybe take a peek in a window? Is there a window?
Yeah, definitely you can.
Let's do it.
Okay, cool. So as you're walking over to this window, you see inside all of these machines, these contraptions. They're not as polished as at Ludendorff University. These are older, but they're sort of upright machines. They almost look like coffins. And you see this sort of smaller woman. She has like this sort of this brownish skin and this closely cropped gingerish hair, really trying to close one of these things. And as soon as she slams it closed, latches it, you see it just fizzle with this electricity that almost sends her back. She shakes her hands as they're sort of singed at the fingertips. She dusts them off and approaches another machine. What do you do?
I'll look at Opaline Empire.
Opaline is like inches behind Thormald. Like,
I mean, oh gosh. Hello, Opaline. Did you bear witness to the activities in there?
oh, well, you were peeping, and so I wanted to give you privacy.
I don't. Wouldn't that just draw more? Never mind. Both of you. Okay.
Mhm.
There seems to be something similar happening in there compared to what we saw in the laboratory.
Oh, like, do you think they're doing, like you said, the same thing here? So whoever took the heart might have it in there?
Possibly.
Oh, wow. Well, that was, if that's the case, that's a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I thought we'd have to do a lot more searching.
I thought it might be a bit of an adventure. Thank goodness. All right. Would anyone like to take the lead? Seems like a kind woman in there.
I suppose so. Yeah, I guess Empire will start kind of walking towards the door to go ahead and open it if possible.
Mm-hmm. You can open it.
Awesome. Kind of open it and kind of like slowly open or pull or push, whichever way this door goes.
We gotta get caught up on the door again.
As you open the door, the woman inside, she spins around and sort of looks at you. Yes, we're actually closed for tonight, but we'll be open tomorrow again. Excuse me, just the machines. I'm just trying to get them in working order. They keep fizzling out.
Oh, understood. I saw there was a lot of light coming in from in here. Are you okay? Do you need any help with anything?
Does anyone have any sort of repair skills?
Actually, we have one of the best repairmen in like all of the lands with us. Thormald, and she's gonna kind of like grab and pull Thormald.
Show her how you can make a boat.
No. Hello.
Okay, great. A reborn. Okay, great. Yes. Right inside here. These are my tanning machines. This is where I make leather. Please, they're fizzling out. I don't know quite how to get them back into working order, but please help.
Tanning machines.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
I thought you said that he was a good repairman.
No. We can handle this. What seems to be
modest.
Fizzling out? Yes, fizzling out. That
Yes. Short-circuiting and that sort of thing.
Right.
So, do you just do tanning here, or do you have other specialties in this shop?
This is all that I do.
Oh.
Making leather for clothing and armor and books.
Oh, books.
Yes.
Oh, that's lovely. Do you have a lot of books here?
Um, not really. I sell it to Ludendorff. Have you ever been to Ludendorff? They have a school there, and I make a leather and I send it there, and they bound their books at their presses.
Oh, wow. Really?
They're-
Yeah. I have been there actually. I saw their books. Their books are beautiful. So your work is fantastic.
Thank you.
Well,
Now I just need to stop electrocuting myself, please, sir, please. As she gestures towards the machine.
Right.
Uh,
And Dungeon Master, is her shop accurate to what they are saying? Is it hides, leather all around?
There is, yeah, and then you can see these machines, or you would guess it's where she sort of treats the things, kind of really cooks them very quickly into the leather.
Right. Well, do you have any place I can start?
Yes, right over here as she points. Please, let's see how sort of dexterous you are with your hands. And then unless there's anything else you'd like to try, but just give me a straight dex roll.
Ooh. So I'm looking over what I might be able to do, but I think I might be in agreement. Aside from maybe perception, but I don't believe that'd be All right, let's do dex. 15.
Okay, cool. Great. So Thormald is in there. He's working with all of these wires and these gears and such. And he is very quickly repairing this thing. And soon it seems that these sort of sparks come to a crescendo as the room is filled with light before it subdues. And she looks and starts clapping. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Right. Now, could you pay us with information?
Yes, yeah. What would you like to know?
Take it away. Acquaintances.
What my friend here was trying to say was that we are new in the area, but we are searching for something. And Par will begin to give a description of the creatures that we were in search of, giving kind of like time frames of when they'd last seen them. We think they were headed in this direction. I would hate for them to hurt someone else. Have you seen anything like that or heard of I'm sorry. I take notes. Not as good as Opaline though. Do you know who an Elise is?
Elise. My childhood friend's name was Elise.
Oh, it's such a pretty name. How long has it been since you've seen Elise?
Quite a while actually. She was visited by the great doctor, and they were very close. And one day Elise got very sick. This was years ago, or was it months ago, weeks ago? Time is fluid, but Elise got sick, and the doctor, she tried her best to help. The great Mordenheim tried her best to help. But I don't think that Elise made it. I never heard from her again.
Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that. Game Master Aspire is listening to this tale. She's paying very close attention to this new acquaintance, if you will, his facial expressions compared to earlier on in the discussion. Does this appear to be genuine?
Okay, yeah. Insight, please.
Okay. 14?
Okay. What I'll tell you is that the demeanor definitely did change. You would notice that it changed. And this seems to be coming from a different place, not the congratulatory, but from the remembering. It's very structured in the way that it's like it's being gathered in real time, if that tells you anything. It's being pieced together like Oh, that's what happened. This is something that was, buried down, but now it's coming back up. So genuine, perhaps. You would probably lean towards that way.
Understood. Repressed. Got it. Oh well. Again, I'm very sorry to hear that. I don't know if this is related at all. It might be a very common name. But
Yeah.
figures like that, like I described, have you seen anything like that or heard of anything strange happening? Like
No,
stranger?
no monsters, no. But Elise was my best friend, and ever since she's gone, I set up this place. I made new friends. I'm surviving. I really do hope that she's out there, and if this is the person that if we're talking about the same Elise, I hope to see her again.
Tell us about this great doctor.
Everyone knows the doctor.
Right.
She is the most brilliant, most magnificent creator of our times. There's never been one before her that was as intelligent or as skilled or as dexterous or as talented as Victor Mordenheim. When she showed up, it was like a dream. It was like we were visited by the heavens above, and she told Elise that she could help her, that she could fix her illness, that she would get better. Then I never saw Elise again.
Yes, we are all friends with Mordenheim.
Oh, you are! You
Yes.
are! And she starts to get down to her knees and sort of like
No.
almost like bows over to you.
No.
No, I must. Greatness. Oh. Please, if you're friends with her, please allow her to donate machines to my business. I'm just trying to feed myself and create this new life for myself, but her knowledge is impeccable.
Yes. We'll speak to her on your behalf. What is your name, friend?
Sasha. I'm Sasha Wetzel.
Sasha Whittle.
Yes.
Sasha, do you remember where Elise used to live, used to partake?
Oh, yeah, so we live right here in town at the local boarding house, just right down the way. There's not too many places in town, but that's a place that was cheap sort of staying. And eventually I built myself up and got this place. But right down the way, it's also they serve meat and things there. It's right across from the butcher.
Well,
And speaking as Elise's best friend, this will just be some great insight for us. Did Elise strike you as vengeful or evil?
No. Elise, quite frankly, would always run from things like that. That's something about her. She would run.
good choice. Yes. Well, thank you, Sasha. We will certainly speak to her about assistance with this fabulous shop you have built yourself.
Thank you for your service here in repairing everything. If you need any leather goods, I would be more than happy to help.
Oh, I'm quite all right. I'll let these two speak for themselves, and I'll be off.
Well, it was lovely to meet you. I think I am okay for now, but I will definitely return if I do think of something I need.
Yes.
Guys,
I
why would you not take it?
What's that?
What? Are you saying free,
Well,
Sasha, or discounted, or are you saying we have to buy it from you?
Is this something you need, Opaline?
we would have to buy it, but I'm just I really am poor.
Oh,
This. Oh, okay. Opaline, this person has built the shop from the ground up.
look,
Now-
I'm just saying if they're trying to give it away, but they're clearly not. I thought we were saying no to some free stuff.
Oh, okay. So there's like a little bit of a miscommunication or like not reading the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely thought it was more so if you need leather goods and you're looking to purchase something, then I would love to assist with
I
that,
see.
which I completely would love to do, Sasha. I apologize. I'm just a little burdened down at the moment, if you will. A lot to carry. So
I understand.
You think you're poor, Sasha? We're poorer.
Opaline has a point. She did just trade a candle for a boat ride.
Yeah. It's bleak for us.
She just says, I understand. Trust me. I understand.
Right. Well, we'll be off. Thank you once more, Sasha.
Yes, thank you.
Right.
Back out into the cold night, there is the sort of torches that you can see in several places. Also, sort of steam-powered lamps are buzzing and whirring and showing, some views of the streets around. But those are few and far between. What would you like to do now with the tavern here, the butcher on the other side, and it appears to be on this main road through the town, which isn't much of a town at all. There is a little shack also off to the side there. The choice is yours, whatever you would like to do.
And the boarding house thing that she was mentioning, that Sasha was mentioning, is that above the tavern? Is that
Yes.
Okay.
Got it. Right.
well,
Take it away. I believe we all know where we are headed.
you want to get mead, don't you?
Tavern,
Not at
right?
all. Converse with the locals.
So if we went to the tavern, you wouldn't order mead. Hypothetically speaking.
Well, if the conversation calls for it.
Like if someone said order mead.
Oh.
Right. If we were to converse with the locals, we need to blend in. I've done this many times before. I would hope you both. Thank you, Sadie. You both. That was my dog in the background. So yes, if the moment calls for mead, then yes.
Well, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm all about blending in. So I would order one too, but I don't know who would drink mine.
Well, I suppose, as they say, I can take one for the team. It's a burden I must carry.
Thank you for your generosity.
Yes. I do appreciate your utmost effort in this mission of ours. So, shall we? Let's have no time to waste. Let's go.
Yes.
Just a side note, guys, I think that mead costs money. So
Oh no.
I mean, I have another candle too.
Oh wait, I see now how much money I have. Everyone, I'm gonna open my bag.
You recently made bank? What? Where did you find that?
I forgot that I had a hidden pocket in my bag. Okay, I have. It seems 15.
Oh.
Or it says gold 10 SP when I hover over it. So does that mean I have 10? Or it says 15 and then if I hover it says 10.
It says you have 15. I'm looking at 15 here.
Okay, great.
As a player, I'm gonna go on a mad search for any possible. I'm gonna start digging through my pockets here.
Nah, I'm definitely seeing just two little lines of you got nothing.
It's not showing anything for Bree or Matt.
No.
Hopefully, you're just so resourceful and.
Oh, well, when Master gave me this, he said this should last you for a year. So.
I'm sorry, who gave you
that? My boss.
Oh, okay, that's an interesting name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Opaline, how much time did you spend out in the world before this group of yours?
Oh, 16 weeks so far.
Oh, okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I'm just counting down the days until I can come back, though.
Right. I'm
But
sure they're
anyway, I
excited.
can probably write. I don't know how much mead costs. I've never bought it before, but 15, is that enough for all three of us?
I think that should cover it. Yeah.
Wouldn't hurt to find out.
Okay,
Fantastic.
let's go in.
Right.
We'll pretend that we just had a really fun night out, and then we're ending the night at the tavern.
You push your way into the tavern. Now, above this door, it has this sort of sign that says the White Worm Tavern and Boarding House. As you push your way in, you can see that it's, again, not very nice. It's barely a place. You can only imagine that the rooms above are very tiny and cramped. But the, sort of the grayish wood makeup of this place is as cold as it is on the outside. There is a person behind the bar. They're sort of, cleaning it down. They raise their eyes and look up at you. The few people that are in here, they're all very, just, you can tell they're locals. You can tell that they're in here all the time. Just a couple of people just going about their night, run of the mill, right? But he sort of looks you over, notices that you're from out of town, and just waves you over.
Hello. How? Yeah. That means we can go over opening.
What can I get you?
Dealer's choice for all three of us. Yes.
All right. House mead. That'll be 6 copper per pint.
Per pint. Oh.
Well, 6 is that okay? So we don't really use money
No.
at
That's
home. So I don't know. Should I just give him all of my
no.
gold? and hope that's
No.
Enough.
I think that is a little much. We're
Oh,
being a
okay.
little very nice of you, though. Just take one out.
Yes.
Okay.
That's all we'll require.
Yes. And then why don't we say why? And she's gonna try to lean into Opaline. If we leave the rest for him, maybe he'll talk to us.
Okay.
Bribery.
So Opaline's gonna try and slide the coin across the bar.
Oh, gold. I'll take it.
Great.
All right. Mead's coming up. He pours the meads, slides 3 extra cold meads over to you all.
You won't need this Opaline, correct?
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna hold it at least, but you can.
Oh, sure.
Just
There we are.
because we're trying to blend in, right?
Right. I have my own.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yes.
This is delicious.
That's it. Yes. Ooh.
So, barkeep, you can keep the change.
Oh, thank you very much. Take that right here. Put it in his pocket.
That's a good start, Opaline.
Enjoy. There's rooms upstairs if you need it. This will cover you as well.
Oh, wow. Thank you. That's just very nice. Do you have a few rooms vacant or?
Yeah, most of them. Most of them are all vacant, yes.
Most? Oh, okay. Understood. Any, I'm kind of peering around. How many people are in here?
Like 2.
Very many, okay.
There's like 2 people. It's like a couple of just older, an older man and woman that are just in here. Kind of independent of each other, just in
that
different
old Alabama
corners.
diner. Yeah.
Yeah, just like that. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. What's your name?
Oh, yes, I'm Daniel.
Daniel.
Yes.
Very nice to meet you, Daniel. I'm Pyre. These are my friends, Opaline and Thormald. Thormald, say hi.
Huh?
Thormald.
Oh, hello.
All right. Yes, I know you're from out of town. If you need a room, right upstairs. We got meat here. If you need any sort of food or anything, the best place to go is there's some fresh meat right across the way over there. If you need some fish, again, the water is that way. You can go catch fish. That's about it.
Great.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
We are star chasers. Have you had any notable guests that have stayed here? And in which room did they stay in? Because we want to stay in that one.
Notable guests. Years ago, the Dr. Mordenheim visited us.
The
great Mordenheim, savior of the people, founder of technology itself, the person who put the spark of creation into the eyes of all of Immortia, the person who we look up to, the person who will save us all from sure destruction in the future, the person whose achievements are greater and will be unmatched by any to ever come
Thank you, Daniel.
or
Thank
before.
oh yeah.
Yes.
Sorry,
Stayed
yes.
here. Stayed
Mordenheim stayed upstairs. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Did they have any friends, this Mordenheim?
Yes. There's a young girl, probably about the same age as the doctor. Stayed there as well. Elise was her name. This was years ago, or months ago,
Oh, wow.
weeks ago. I'm not sure. No. Time is fluid here.
Time is fluid, yes.
Yeah.
Good.
Been noticing people saying that.
It's accurate, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but that room is currently it's occupied. I rented it out to just someone in need.
Someone in need.
Oh, that's so
Yeah,
nice
so-
of you.
Sorry, but you can take the ones right around it.
I'll be honest with you, Mordenheim is going to be upset that we told her that we couldn't stay in the exact same room she could.
Yeah.
As friends, we were hoping we could share that story between us, as you know.
Yeah.
That would have been so funny after we went back, after, helping her with all this, to say, we stayed in that same room that you stayed in. How
Yeah,
funny
and
that
We met the barkeep.
Daniel
yes.
set us up with the room.
Oh,
was.
man.
Daniel who helped you.
Oh,
Yeah.
bummer.
Well, sad times. Okay. I guess we just sleep out on the street.
something like that.
So what sort of roles would you all like to do that for that? I'll take intimidation, persuasion, or deception for that, depending on your angles. Yeah.
Oh,
If we're looking on a scale of like 1 to 10, all of those are a steady 1 for me.
hey, I'm rocking the strong -1 for I think.
Oh. I mean, for me, I guess I'd be perception because that's the only one I got plus and +3. So I'll go perception. I'm like watching his face and like
That side eye just.
kind of trying to see if he's looking at any specific spots in the floor that we can then like, you know what I mean? Know what room he'd be talking about maybe.
Ah, okay, cool. In that case, yeah, I would do like an insight for that one.
Okay.
I could support it if we want to do that. Insight.
Well, I
isn't
rolled
too
a
bad.
20.
Oh.
Boom! Great. So Opaline was sort of clocking his every movement during that little spiel you all gave to him. His eyes would soon always shift up in the same direction. Now, if you were on the second floor of this building, it seems that this would be the third door on the right-hand side once you're up the stairs.
Cool.
And Opaline would know that with that nat 20 roll that you just rolled there. Or,
Okay.
or 20.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Just give us a good name. But I'm sorry. It's already taken, and it's.
Well, can we look at the empty rooms up there just to see if there's somewhere we'd like to sleep?
Yeah. They're yours. Go on up.
Are you sure, Opaline?
Just follow my lead.
Right. Thank you. Daniel.
Daniel.
Daniel. Good to meet you.
Ah.
All right. I hope you know what you're doing, Opaline.
Okay. Don't freak out, but I know exactly which room the doctor was staying in.
How?
I was tracking his eye movement.
Okay, is this something that the cult
Oh.
told you can do, or your group?
No, it was from watching him very closely. I spent all my life, well, this year, watching people.
Right.
That's really smart.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. So
Sure.
what room? What room is it?
Okay,
Yeah.
let's go upstairs.
Okay.
Third on the, and I, the player, I'm having trouble remembering. They're on the left.
Third door on the right.
Right.
Oh, on the right. Okay. So she's gonna walk down again. 1, 2, 3.
And there you see it. It's almost like this reddish wooden door. Stands in contrast to the grayish wood around it. But it's there. It's closed tight. But that's the room. The fabled room that Mordenheim once stayed in. What do you do?
Do we believe anyone is inside?
We could press our ear up tight against the door and listen. Or we could pretend to be room service.
No. I believe the first one was a grand idea.
Mhm.
Now, I will say, after waking up, my hearing is not what it used to be.
Mhm.
Mm.
I mean, I can try to go up to the door and just try to hear anything. There might be movement. Okay. Pyra will start kind of stepping over, and she's gonna try to like lightly press her ear against the door.
Okay. Perception roll.
Yay.
Hmm.
I didn't want Thormald up there with this big plate armor just hello? Yeah.
It's gonna be 17.
Yeah.
Woo!
17. You would definitely know from that roll that there is shifting inside. Not necessarily walking around, but almost as if there was a shifting of weight back and forth on those floorboards. Creak.
She's gonna like kind of glance over her eyes, just kind of dart from like looking at the door to looking at the people, door people. And she's like step away as quietly as possible.
Okay, stealth.
Oh no, I have a oh, okay, good roll though. 16.
Nice.
Okay. Okay, so you're stepping away. Okay.
Maybe we should look in this room over here. I think this one's not occupied, and she's gonna go try to open one of the other side room doors.
Smart.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
If you open up another door other than that one, you would see that it is empty. It's sort of threadbare inside. Not too comfortable. The bed might be leaning to one side.
Mhm.
Empty room.
Oh, I love this. It's like an asymmetrical look. And she's just gonna try to like indicate, come in here.
It's very abstract. Yeah.
Abstract art. I love it. And then she's gonna like lower her voice. So, okay, so there's someone in there.
Oh.
Okay, this is sounding weird because I heard like shifting. Not like footsteps, like if you were to like walk around to go get something. It was like just, and she's just gonna kind of start shifting back and forth, like putting weight from one leg to the next.
I have an idea.
What?
Dungeon Master, is there any linens, anything in this room that's kind of loose that would be provided to each room? Towels,
Yeah.
something like that?
Yeah, I would say there's a sort of a sheet on the bed. Sort of. It's like barely sort of, knitted together and just holes in it, dirty. But it's there.
Okay. Okay, one of you take this, and he'll click that cannon out of that backpack and take the backpack off, and he'll grab that linen and fold it up like you would a blanket. Okay. I don't know if this is going to work. I've done it once before. I don't know if it's common around here. You can watch or whatever. Do you both trust me?
Yeah, we're friends, right?
Right.
I trust you.
Fantastic. Okay. Now, are we all in agreement that we at least want to see who is in there currently?
Yeah.
Yes, I very much want to see who's in there.
Everyone pay attention. Thormold would like to take this linen and hold it in both of his arms, as if, carrying it almost like a room service housekeeper, and start to shamble as if mindless, replicating what he saw in the laboratory, and knock on the door, but with a slow kind of out of place knocking.
Interesting. What you would hear from that sort of shambling, slow, out of place knocking soon returns the same. It happens again. Back at you from the other side.
Linens. And that's all he says.
The door creaks open. And soon to be revealed to your eyes is this tall person. Or at least they used to be a person. Or should I say they used to be people. They're just completely barren of any sort of hair. Part of their bottom lip is missing as you just see gums and teeth sticking up. 2 ears stitched on as there's a patchwork of skin that makes up their entire body. They wear these loose, baggy clothing on that's sort of tied together at the waist with a piece of a piece of rope that's there. But they just look at you. And they reach out for the linen. You see the fingers. Maybe even each joint is its own separate thing. It hurts to reach out, but they do it. What do you do?
He extends it. This act is kept up. He's staring straight ahead, not hardly making eye contact or anything of the sort.
With a powerful sort of snatch out of your hands, the linen is taken. They look at it before turning around, not even closing the door, but stomping back inside. You can see at times it's almost as if the knees give out, briefly going in the opposite direction, but they catch themselves. Keep walking. The sheet is dropped onto the bed as they turn around, staring at you, looking up and down. You might even clock the eyes lingering on the place where your human legs meet your dwarven body.
Thormold will drop his hands loosely, his arms, take a very machine-like right face, and proceed back or left back to the room where his compatriots are.
Leave the door open as it just sort of, with its head, they follow you until you're out of view. And you just hear a heavy behind you.
We'll close the door behind me as we enter this room all three of us are in.
So how'd it go?
What was it?
Were you both not watching?
No, you wanted us to hold your thing.
Right, and I invited you to peek out the door, which I assume one of you did.
Oh, no.
We were concentrated on the thing.
I forgot that part of your instructions. I'm sorry.
It came in the form of pay attention. However, that's all right.
Whoops.
Okay, all right. And Thormold will, well, okay, I guess I'll just They were like me.
Like a dwarf?
Bossy?
No, Opally, not bossy. They, like me, and he'll point to his new eye, his stitches. They shambled. They were in pain.
Abomination.
No,
Sorry.
good
Sorry.
heavens. Their work, the how to put it, their modifications were not as up to par as mine were. They were hurting. They couldn't speak.
Do you think they need help? Help that we can give?
Seems
And
he's
I
already
can-
getting it.
Well,
If Daniel's helping,
maybe they're waiting for the doctor to come back to help them more.
Oh,
well,
wait a
they're
minute.
waiting for something.
Oh, I guess that would have been years ago that
Right.
the doctor was here.
What we do know is there is a reborn who struggles to live, who struggles to move and speak in that room. And we know Daniel's helping it.
And we know Daniel what?
Is helping it. Is helping
Oh, yeah.
them. Is helping them.
So you say we... Well, I mean, if we interrogate Daniel, he'll know that we went snooping. But...
Did you try to talk to them?
No. There wasn't much speaking done. I'm not certain, given their modifications, that they could.
Well,
I can try again. I can take another item,
okay.
confront Daniel.
Confront Daniel?
What?
Well, there's not a whole lot of action happening in this tavern. I believe that older couple wouldn't exactly mind, much less be aware of a confrontation.
Okay, so do you want us to move Daniel up here and torture
doesn't
him
matter.
until we get information?
Doesn't matter. Torture.
Okay.
Wait, openly. No.
Mhm.
No torturing. No.
Just like a really stern conversation
Okay.
stern comment.
Sure, yeah.
that we kind of
Yeah.
corner him into and not allow him to leave.
Right. Through threat of violence. We should do that.
Do you, I mean, Thormold, if
Through
you want to
threat
go...
of- Are you trying to injure Daniel, Oberlin?
No, I'm trying not to injure Daniel. That's the whole point.
Didn't you just say you wanted to Never mind. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
You can
we
do this, Thormald. You can build ships, you can swim, and you can talk to that person next door.
This is a bad idea. Okay. All right. Is there anything in this room? Anything loose? Dungeon Master, that is a question for you.
Yeah.
Anything
I mean,
loose?
yes. Yeah. So there's several things in here. There are the sheet that that was something that you took earlier. Other than that, there's like a dresser drawer that you can take the drawers out. They will be loose in that case. But from what you can see, they're all empty. The only other sort of loose things in here are clothing racks that would be hanging up in like the barely. They're barely closets. They're barely deep inside, but there's some racks inside where you can hang up your things as well. Is there anything that you were like looking for in particular?
Yeah. Any towels, quote unquote, clothing items, a plate, silverware, anything that can be carried that would make sense for the act that he just did.
Yeah. There's no sort of clothing in here, but there are definitely towels, and there also are several plates on a small table that are there. There also that's next to this window where you can also see out into Hope's Heart. But there, plates, towels, that's there.
Great. Then. Well, will one of you please pay attention this time?
Oh, okay.
Fantastic. Okay. He'll grab a couple. Okay.
Pyre's just like staring at him now, just like intently, like eyes wide.
He'll grab a couple towels, same motions, and proceed to the door. Is it still open?
Your door? Your door.
Yeah,
You close your door behind you.
Right, and he'll grab those towels and open it. Already kind of preparing this.
As soon as you open the door, they're standing there.
Towels?
Is that them?
Oh. Would you like to come in?
What?
And he'll step aside, leaving a room for him. That's a no.
Their eyes widen as they look at Pyre. And they do indeed step in. They sort of tower taller than all of you, but with just a finger, they reach out to Pyre.
Hi. And she'll just kind of like take a finger. Like,
Like an
did he touch my hair?
I'm not certain that's it.
And Pyre, you get a great look at this person. They have these sort of like high cheekbones and these long eyelashes that are on their eyes. A big sort of square jawline there as well. And a long neck that seems to be pieced together even in the middle there.
Oh.
Let it be known, friend. We intend to help, I believe. Yes. But you need to help us. We're not going to ask you to speak a whole lot. Seems that might not be the best decision. But I'm glad to know you can understand.
Oh, and Pyre's going to reach down on her side, kind of pushing away her cloak, and she'll take off that small lantern that she has that has that glowing green flame that never goes out. And she's just going to kind of like hold it in front of her and just kind of like, oh, look at this, and see if like maybe want to take their hand and like hold the base of the lantern.
So indeed, they hold the base of that lantern there. They hold it up and look at it.
It's kind of like me, just not same color. Are you waiting on someone? No?
Are you retreating from someone? No. You've sought shelter from the cold. I want to reiterate, friend, we are here to help. We are. But we are going to reference people that you might not want to hear about. We ask for your calmness to remain, as they are not present. Now, I'm not the best with words. Opaline, if you would like to speak to them about where we come from and who we search for.
Opaline is sitting on the bed, eyes scrunched shut, and is like, and the Maker does unmake us. And we will take the pieces and we will burn them and burn them so that they do
Opaline,
not come back.
not required. No.
So she's just trying to keep it together. She's trying not to like have an outburst. So she's just like whispering very fervently and clutching her cult's holy symbol.
Thormald will take one of the towels he has and toss it over Opaline.
She doesn't notice.
Okay.
And she just keeps his like
Okay, Paya, help assist me here.
Okay.
How do you believe we should start? Where we come from? Who we seek?
I think we should ask about the names that people have known out here.
Right.
Again, like Thormold said, my friend said, this person isn't with us. We just want to know how we can help you, and if you know them, okay?
And your location and your presence will remain confidential, as some would say. Now, we won't waste your time. We are going to say a name. Prepare yourself. Elise. Now.
Oh.
Okay, and now, Elise bad. Elise good. Elise good. Lantern up for yes? Understood. Thank you.
Okay, we like Elise. Elise is the best. Yes.
This is a bad start because of where we have to go.
Oh.
Yep. Doctor? Oh, okay. Not here. Dr. Mordenheim. Yes. Yeah, there it is.
As it throws this lantern against the wall.
Oh no.
There it is.
What do you do?
We're looking for Elise. We are looking for Elise.
Okay, so as this lantern smashes against the wall, it doesn't quite break as the flame falls back, still contained inside of it. But they swing their arms wildly as they start slamming a fist into the bed, which knocks one of the bedposts off of it as it falls to the floor, reverberating throughout the place. It almost shakes the whole place. What are you doing now?
Give them space.
Yeah, instinctively, with him causing noise, Pyre is going to just sort of like clutch at the amulet around her neck, kind of holding onto the lantern and muttering under her breath, cast silence.
Okay.
Ooh.
Got you. And so as they're, do I need to roll a save for that? What was that?
Oh, it's just a 20-foot radius sphere all centered on the bed currently.
Got you. Cool. So as that centers there, they're definitely right there near in the bed. And as they're swinging around, they're realizing that it's not doing anything. And eventually they calm, making their way to the ground and almost in like a fetal position. It's a strained fetal position. They're still getting used to these parts that aren't their own. Who are they even anymore? But there they sit until their eyes open. They see the lantern all the way across the room and then back to Pyre. And they calm.
She'll drop silence at that point and pick up the lantern and start walking over slowly and just kind of kneel on the floor next to him or them and set the lantern down between them.
Opaline, are you still wishing for a non-existence?
So while they were like thrashing around into the bed, which Opaline was sitting on, she was just like, poof, poof, the whole time. And the towel was just like slowly falling down. And then Opaline just like looks at the person and it like watches the whole thing. And then like, you know, sees that they calm down and that they're laying down. And then she just like scrunches her eyes and like picks up the towel and like very like slowly walks up to the person and then just like drapes the towel over their shoulder and like
Mm.
pats.
Okay, yeah. Let me do some I'll say persuasion from both
Okay.
Opaline and Pyre.
No.
Okay.
Okay, well I rolled a 1.
18.
Okay, cool. So you see as the lantern is dropped in front of them there, it just brings this peace in their eyes. But Opaline, this isn't something that happens to you. This isn't something they do. But as you drape that over the shoulder, it just reminds you of placing the kindling around the bodies before incinerating them with the people you grew up with, the people you loved. This is the same thing. What's stopping you now from completing nature's work? What's stopping you from doing the right thing and ending this abomination that's before you? These are the things that flood into you as you can't bring it within yourself to try to comfort this thing.
Oh man. Okay, so I'm like smoothing the blanket on their shoulder. And then like my eye like twitches. And then my hand starts to move towards its throat. And I say, "And I shall bring you absolution."
Nope.
And then I just start like grabbing its throat and I slam its head against the ground.
Okay, give me a were you gonna say something? Throw them all?
Well, someone will react with try to pull Opaline off.
If you would like to, that will be a little contest.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Let's do some opposing athletics. Yeah.
No, that's the name of the game.
That's not good. That's not
That's
good.
the name of the game.
That's not good. That's not good. Okay.
Okay, and we're just rolling a skill check for that?
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh.
11.
2.
Cool. Thormald. Yeah. So you're able to sort of wrestle this person away from Opaline. They're clear on the other side. They're not in any sort of offensive mode right now. They are still within themselves. And you do that, Thormald and Opaline. What is that? What happens now?
Opaline kind of like falls on her bottom and is just like, "I'm sorry.
You just couldn't bring it into
sorry.
yourself to show sympathy, could you?
I'm sorry. I don't know.
Would you like to step out?
I don't know. And she's just kind of like fucked, like catatonic.
I'd invite you to experiment with mead for once in your life. Otherwise, we'll join you at the bar later.
I should and she's just gonna like start heading downstairs.
Oh, fantastic.
Still there whimpering on the floor is this person. As you make your way to the bar, is everyone going to the bar now? Is there anything else anyone would like to do?
No, as he'll stay with this reborn and wait for the right moment to ask about. We'll repeat Elise and ask. We are searching for Elise, the good Elise. You could say I require her assistance, much like I believe you might have, friend. No.
You see them bite into their finger, start ripping and tearing at the seams that are there.
Bloody hell.
Eventually, you hear like a snap, like a carrot, As broken away, there starts to be this sort of like blackish, reddish blood, dried. It's this mixture, right? They soon take to that floor, using this bleeding finger as a sort of diagram, illustration. It starts with a heart, perhaps Hope's heart, with dots that lead out north towards this mountain. There, drawn in the mountain, is an X. And with that, it says, Alice.
Precisely. In the mountains. Please.
Please.
You've done good work for us, friend. Pyre, are you still in the room?
Yeah, Pyre would have stayed until they'd calmed down with noticing the attention to the fire and the lantern.
I believe now is a fantastic time for your note-taking.
Oh, yeah. And she's... Oh, I'm just going to try, and she's going to take, like, papers are, like, half written on, and, like, she's terrible. Just sets it down and then takes some of the chocolate she had and just presses against it to try to, like, get the indentation on the paper.
Gotcha. Meanwhile, downstairs, Opaline has made her way to the bar. What's going on down here, Opaline?
So she kind of just like dragging her feet, is like, you know, kind of sad Charlie Brown walking over to the bar and just like plops down and like gets out her notebook and just starts like scribbling in it. And is like furiously writing. And she's just like, it's a lot of like fragmented sentences. Like a passerby would see like the words like abomination, mercy, and like, what is mercy? She writes that over and over again, like, what is mercy? And she's just like writing that over and over again.
As you're writing that, it's almost as if like the whole universe is at odds with itself around you. You see the burning flames of torches that are outside. You see the small fire here within the tavern. But you also see a shambling corpse upstairs, sleeping where people sleep. What is mercy? What is that? Being outside of your cult, you're learning that Lamortia is a land of questions, moral questions. Where does science stop? Where does blasphemy begin? What will your life be after this mission? But soon your companions come with new determination, with new motivation, with a new direction, with a scribbled map that Pyre has there, as Thormold soon follows. But the group reunited here within this small tavern in Hope's Heart. What would you like to do?
Hopefully.
She snaps her journal shut.
If I claim to be friends, meaning you and I, will that prevent your hands from grasping around my throat like that?
Yes.
Jokes aside, we have a mission to complete. an objective at the very least, and it seems to be more convoluted, much more convoluted, if you support that, well, inference, whatever you want to call it. It's going to take some restraint from all of us, I believe.
Yeah.
Are they okay up there?
I mean, I think
Are you certain you're concerned?
I don't know.
I think that would depend on your definition of okay and your own personal beliefs of life. Opaline, I understand in some ways. I mean, I know that you and I aren't necessarily of the same beliefs, but I think we may see eye to eye on some things. I think that whatever just happened to that person, I don't think that's right. But I don't think that life should be extended far beyond its normal means and like you said, turned into something it's not meant to be. But at what point is that for us to decide? That wasn't them.
I don't know.
And I can say some of us didn't have much of a choice. Well, Daniel, how about one for the road?
Right up. As Daniel prepares your drinks, and soon, after however much rest you need, you set off, following this map that this reborn creature upstairs provided for you. It takes you out of Hope's Heart, through the freezing temperatures and coals of the Isles of Agony. You make your way north to the mountains. The terrain is rocky, and after a while it becomes monotonous as you walk and walk, rocks and more rocks everywhere. And you see just everything is obscured by this clean white snow untouched by man or woman. It's so bland and boring that for a moment, this little gray tower that's like sticking out of the ground, it like doesn't even register with you. But then you're like, oh. When that does come around, you walk up towards it. This building seems to take on a new light. It's still plain, still gray, still covered in a shit ton of snow, but there's a crooked iron door on it. This is it's almost like a dark portal, or it's almost like a cupboard that you can, open, reach up and open. But there, the snow muffles any sound around. And even though the door is at the base of the small tower, you have little doubt that whatever you're here to find is not above the earth, but deep, deep beneath it. All you can hope for is that you will be able to emerge from that door and not remain forever beneath the snowy landscape of the Isles of Agony. Meanwhile, back at the tavern, a tall bearded gentleman with a long black trench coat and a badge at his hip walks through the door. His trained eyes and sort of 1920s revolver at his hip looks for you all. And that's where we'll end tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Dang.
I love this so much.
Oh my
Hey!
god.
I'm glad.
That was awesome.
So good.
I hope everyone's
Yeah,
that got a little. I hope everyone's comfortable. That was a lot of fun towards the end. It got a little heated.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was great.
Oh man, I love all of this. I love all of this. Yeah, well, thank you for playing with me, Bree, Matt, Kelly. This is so much fun. And thank you, Stream of Blood community, for having me on here, allowing me to run. We got one more part of the Isles of Agony coming at you next week, same time, same place. And now I'm going to have the best, the greatest, the Dark Lord himself, Clint Trucks, come in with any sort of announcements. He's our Dark Lord of our domain here.
Summoning me onto camera is truly evil.
Is that okay? You know, it's okay.
It's okay. Well, everyone watching and everybody's gonna catch up with this later on YouTube. Isles of Agony has its terrifying conclusion next week, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific. Be here for guest GM London Carlisle, Brianna FLAIM, Matt Stephenson, and Kelly Nugent for the sure to be horrifying conclusion of this story. We promised Frankensteins and you got goddamn Frankensteins. Meanwhile, on Sunday, Vampires of Pittsburgh is still on a hiatus, but we're continuing Magi of Pittsburgh, which has been going great. That is with Amy Vorpal, Sarah Rose Kaplan, and Aaron Urist. Check that out on YouTube and live Sunday, 10 a.m. PT. And that's it, guys. We got merch, we got a website, we got a podcast, we got all this stuff. But more than anything, we have these great players. Thank you so much for being here with us, guys.
You got it. You got it.
Thank you for having us.
Does anybody have anything they want to shout out before we go?
Sure, take it away, Brianna. If you got something.
Yeah, I do. So tomorrow I'm actually going to be making a guest appearance over on the Only Play Wizards Twitch channel, playing in the Expanse RPG for my second time. I'm super excited. I'm going to be a guest player on Abraxas Precipice. So it's going to be tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Would love if you guys have a second to jump in and say hi. And hopefully I will not die. Maybe.
Kelly, what you got?
You can follow me on everything at Kelly Nuge, KELLYNUGEE. And if you like narrative horror, check out my podcast Exile. Wrote, directed, produced that, directed it. Did I say directed? Yeah. Performed in it, everything. Check that out wherever you get your podcasts.
For sure. And if you like mythos and if you like a little bit of Call of Cthulhu mixed in with a little bit of action, we over at Spot Hidden, London would know this on behalf of the both of us, we have every Sunday a little bit of Octung, a World War II Call of Cthulhu mix. And that has been quite a bit of fun. We've gone pulp with it. It's very action-oriented. We'd love for you to check it out, catch up on YouTube, and like I said, every Sunday. Love to have you.
It's a great show. I've been watching it. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah. So every Wednesday, including tomorrow from when we're recording this, I play Pathfinder on the official Paizo Twitch channel with Pathfinder creator Jason Bullman. We're playing a campaign based around one of their new books, Secrets of Magic. So you can see some of the new rules that are coming out for Pathfinder 2E. I'm playing a brand new class, the Magus. It's coming to 2E, so you can get a sneak peek into what that'll be when it comes out. And watch me. I've like one hit killed at least like 3 or 4 times. Like once per episode, I'll do it. Wow. And he's like, "Can we nerf this, or is it too late?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's a little too late." But I'm having fun, so check that out every Wednesday. Paizo. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Well, before we got out of here, Brianna's Expanse thing reminds me. I never ever shout out my own stuff. I also produce a podcast with the writer of The Expanse, Ty Frank, and star of The Expanse, Wes Chatham. It's called Ty and That Guy. Check it out, guys. I occasionally pop into that Secret Keeper style and give those guys shit too. So,
Hey.
Thank you, Will. I'll say for myself, thank you for that art. Yes. I imagine everyone else is on the same boat, but fantastic artwork. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
All right. And we'll see everybody next week.
Peace.
Bye-bye.